Moldavite, the second most powerful energy in the entire world for transforming your life in the fastest, most powerful way imaginable. Moldavite is the second most powerful because it leads you to the first most powerful, which I'm going to share with you in this video, because there's a lot of information about Moldavite out there. And because it's so powerful, because the energy of it is so intense, so high vibrational, what ends up happening is people get a little bit freaked out by it. And they say that Moldavite destroys your life. I'm making this video because I know you're here for a reason. I know that there's an incredible transformation that's been knocking on the door of your reality for a while now. And you've been listening, you've been tuning in. And I know that you're at this precipice right now of taking a full leap into your dream life, into the most incredible reality you've ever imagined. And I know that Moldavite is coming up for you, even if this is the first time you've heard it, on purpose to help you in this time of incredible transformation in your life. So I'm going to be totally honest with you. I've been a serious Moldavite fanatic for 3 years now, and I've dove in deep into the energy of it and experienced the most incredible things. And I'm going to be honest with you and share with you what I think you deserve to know about as you bring Moldavite into your life. To understand that Moldavite doesn't destroy your life. Moldavite opens you up to a new beginning. It's a new beginning. Now, for a lot of people, they interpret that as destruction. When I first got Moldavite, I experienced some destruction too. The relationships I was currently in at that time, I started to experience a lot of tension and resistance in them. A lot of negativity, a lot of headbutting, some aggregation. Is that the right word? Aggravation. Look at me, big word guy. And that was kind of the sensation of it's destroying my life. Also, my job that I'd been working at for 5 years, I was a waiter at Chili's, and I was on the fast track at that point to becoming a manager and then general manager, which is a pretty substantial job. And I was happy there, at least I thought, because once I got Moldavite, what ended up happening was I started to have horrible shifts over and over again at work, with like really unhappy, rude customers coming in. All of a sudden, my coworkers were saying things about me behind my back. All of a sudden, it was like my managers were having problems with me. And this all started to happen when I got Moldavite. So here's what I've learned that I want to just emphasize extremely clearly for anybody out there who's interested in Moldavite and is interested in hearing somebody's perspective who's just trying to be totally straight up honest with you, you know? Honestly, there's a lot of hype about Moldavite, and I think that it's distracting because all the hype about how amazing it is actually makes it seem like it's not that amazing, but it is. This energy, even just the smallest, tiniest piece, sparks something in our lives. It's as if the moment we choose to bring Moldavite into our reality, it's like we're saying from a higher level, I'm open to transformation. I'm open to being my true self. I'm open to change. I'm open to going through some new challenges that help me to grow and expand my power and see more clearly who I really am. That's kind of what happens when you get Moldavite. It opens the door to a new beginning. So while on the surface level, it might seem like Moldavite is destroying your life, and I would say that Moldavite is not an energy for the faint of heart, just to be totally honest. Moldavite is great for anybody who's just like, you're ready. You're ready to be who you really are. You're ready for the challenges. You're ready for the changes. You're willing for anything to happen. You're willing to show up every single day in your life and be the best version of you. And you know that no matter what happens, you're going to come out the other end better than ever. That's who Moldavite's for. If that's you, I can't recommend this energy enough. It's an insanely powerful Tektite energy. So on the surface, it looks like destruction. But what ended up happening was that destruction I experienced in my relationships at the time caused me to open myself up to new crowds of people, caused me to actually start making YouTube videos because I knew there had to be someone out there in the world who was experiencing things and wanted to talk about the things that I did. So I thought the best way to reach you was make videos. That's how all this started for me. I just was open to making new friends, right? From there, the destruction turns into a new birth. The other thing is that the destruction I began to experience at my work as a waiter at Chili's was that I suddenly could not handle showing up. I couldn't. It was just such a horrible energy in my reality that what I did was I ended up quitting. And that was a really big, intense decision for me. But I did, because I knew that I had to. I couldn't feel good there anymore. It just wasn't working for me. So I really put everything I did and had into my YouTube channel. And now, as you can see, I mean, it's worked out. So Moldavite wasn't a destruction for me. It was a completely new reality, a completely new life I never would have expected. I never thought that I would be able to be traveling the world, and I never thought that I would have attracted my soulmate. I never thought that I would have all these amazing friends that I have now. I never would have thought that I'd get to be a YouTuber and do what I love. I never thought that I'd be managing my own, like, substantially sized business of making crystal jewelry and selling it. By the way, this channel is sponsored by Vibes and Frequencies Crystals. You could check it out below. The whole point is, it's not destruction. It's rebirth. So if you feel in your heart, if you genuinely feel in your heart, Moldavite calling to you, if you feel any interest at all, which you had to even click this video, I gotta tell you something. Moldavite is definitely for you. It is. This wouldn't be happening if it wasn't. I know something about you. You're ready. I know that you're extremely powerful, that there's this life that exists in your heart and it's just waiting for you to allow it to manifest in your actual reality for you to be a part of. It's just waiting for you to make the decision to be willing to allow it to happen. And Moldavite is this energy you bring in and you say fully on your whole level of being, I'm willing to allow it. It helps you to tune into the energy, to focus on it, to allow it to expand and grow in your life. It's this continuous reminder. It's this continuous energetic emphasis. And it's awesome. It's absolutely awesome. I know there's a lot of people out there afraid of Moldavite, and that's okay. Their reality is perfectly valid and they deserve to exist and have that experience. But understand that you are the one who chooses which side you experience. Are you going to choose the side of the changes that happen in my life scare me? Or are you going to choose the side of the changes in my life liberate me and propel me forwards? Because this is the power that Moldavite brings you to, the most powerful energy in the whole world, and it's you. It's you. You are the most powerful energy. That's what Moldavite has always been doing. That's what this energy's always been about. You becoming your true self. You being your true self. You letting go of all of the things that do not serve you. All of the things that you've thought for years are who you are, but they aren't. That's why it's heavy. That's why it weighs so much. That's why you're constantly pushing through your day. That's not your natural state. That's not who you really are. Moldavite is the energy that allows us and helps us to let go of what isn't us. And when you let all of that go, you see clearly who you are. And you exercise that energy, that power that you are by making decisions. Here's your decision right now. Are you going to be afraid or are you going to be powerful? Because you are powerful, because you choose which one of those you're going to experience. Now listen, I want to emphasize to you something that I want to make extremely clear, because I have a responsibility, in my opinion, to tell you that the energy of Moldavite that you're tuning into, it's you. You're experiencing an incredible manifestation that the universe has given you to experience yourself. You're giving yourself one of the most powerful mirrors I've personally ever experienced. I work with it every day. You guys can probably tell I just keep putting on more and more Moldavite. I love it. I'm tuning into it and experiencing more energy and power from it now than I even was 3 years ago. It just keeps growing. but I feel a responsibility to inform you that the energy that you're working with and tuning into is who you really are. So get yourself a piece of Moldavite to emphasize that to you and help you on this journey of releasing that which is not yours and being your true self. But know that you are the very power that you are working with. Know it fully. That all the power, all the magic you experience in your life, it comes from you. You're the one. You are. I really appreciate you guys. And I love my Moldavite so much. I cannot believe what my life looks like now compared to what it did before. I had no idea that so much change could happen so quickly. And I'm so grateful and proud of myself that through all the changes and through everything that the Moldavite brought up for me, I kept choosing to be myself. I kept choosing to trust the universe and keep moving forward. Moldavite might not be for you if you're not willing to do that. If you're not willing to keep moving forward and know that everything's going to be okay no matter what happens, then I'd suggest maybe working with some other crystals, which you can see if there's some other crystals that might be best for you in my best crystal reviews playlist tagged in this description. But just to make it clear, I mean, if you're here watching this video, dude, it's for you. You wouldn't be here. You wouldn't even be able to resonate with this content popping up on your feed. Isn't that interesting? Thanks. Much love. I'm very excited for your Moldavite journey and transformation. See you for the next video.